Hello. So Legal Love, Legal Love, Legal Love Inc., a nonprofit organization. It's hot. It's like almost 90 today. But then I'm thinking about the court case, right? The court case. Like, this case is a big deal. It's a big deal. It's filed in the Bronx Supreme Court, filed in federal court for the entire state of New York, right? So, and then as a court employee, you can't sue the courthouse. I remember when I first started working in 2006, you signing contracts. I'm signing contracts. You're signing contracts stating that you're going to be an employee for the Bronx Supreme Courthouse, for the Unified Court System, because that's what they called it, the Unified Court System, because it's a system. The location, they put me in the Bronx. They put me in the Bronx Supreme Courthouse, but the papers that I signed was for the Unified Court System. I also signed the NDA, NDA, non-disclosure agreement, because you're a court employee. So you can't talk about anything that happens in the courthouse because it's confidential information. You're not supposed to talk about anything that happens in the courthouse because you work there. I remembered that because I'm like, oh shit, like I can't talk about the courthouse. So that's why I filed everything that I filed it within the court system. So it's in the system of the court, the unified court system. So it's people within the unified court system. They know about the problem. They know about Teresa Torres. They know about the Bronx. They know about the Bronx, and they're like, they don't do anything. You can write your complaints, you can tell them your concerns, because many people have complained about the Bronx Supreme Courthouse. Many people complained about Teresa Torres. But whoever's working in OCA and the Inspector General and the union, they don't do their jobs because they're paid off. They have to be. They have to be paid off so that not to bring attention to the Bronx Supreme Courthouse. So whatever claims, whatever concerns, whatever lawsuit, because I have complaints, because I have emails with them, conversations with them, with people from OCA, the Office of Court Administration, the Inspector Generals. They are supposed to help you with an issue within the office. You're supposed to keep things internal. You're not supposed to go outside the courthouse and start your shit if you didn't do things internally first. So I had to follow procedures. I had to follow protocol. Oh, you gotta go. I have to go to the courthouse. I would go to management and I would make my concerns. I would complain at human resources, but human resources goes and speaks to management. They don't solve the issue. They don't fix the issue. Then management destroys the issue. They're not fixing anything. Whatever I would file with human resources, management reads it. They go in my file, and management is all in it. They remove the staple. They staple it back. I'll go in my file to see what's in my file, and the staple has been removed 3, 4 times. I'm like, who the fuck did this? Management. Management looking through my file. What you looking through my file for? You know? Whatever. So I stopped going to HR, human resources, and I stopped going to management. I'm gonna go above their heads. So when I go to OCA, they don't help the problem. They know that there's an issue. They know I'm being bullied. They know that they're sabotaging me. They're ruining me. They're micromanaging me. They're making my life hard. They're making my job hard, and I am a public servant. And they know what's going on, but they won't do anything. They won't do anything. They won't address the issue. They won't say anything. Nobody helped me. There's been years of this. Years. OCA, Office of Court Administration, the Inspector General Office. The Inspector General Office, that's supposed to be a higher office. They're supposed to investigate, they're supposed to look into things. They were made aware of the issue and the problems within the Bronx Supreme Courthouse, and they did nothing either. And they knew what was going on. They knew how I was treated. They know who the fuck I am, and they knew what was going on. And it was like they never helped me. They never helped me. So and then I'm thinking about the courthouse. I'm like, yo, Like I applied for the Bronx County clerk's position, and I'm like, I never received an acknowledgement that they received my documents. I've never received a rejection letter, because you get a rejection letter. Like if they don't approve your documents, they reject it. But you're still notified that the documents was received, and I'm sorry that you were not selected for the job position. You're notified. I wasn't notified that my document was received. I wasn't notified that my document was rejected. You know, it's just so much shit. This was in 2023. You know, I was never notified about this, but I know I can't work in that courthouse. I know if I work in that courthouse, I can't sue them because I'm a court employee now, and I can't file my court document. I can't push it through. Let I can't sue the courthouse because I work in the courthouse. So I can't accept the job. Even if they wanted to give me the job so I could shut the fuck up, so I could stop talking, because they want me to stop talking. They don't want me to tell nobody what the fuck is going on in the Bronx Supreme Courthouse. They don't want nobody to know that they're not doing their jobs, and that's what they're paid for. They're paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to do their jobs and protect the employees. You're supposed to protect the employees from the system, but the system is corrupt. They're all corrupt. They don't care about the people. They don't care about the employees. They don't care. And they're not gonna help you. And I'm thinking, like, yo, like they're gonna try. They're gonna try to say, oh, you got the job. You got the job. And I'm like they must think I'm stupid. They must think I'm real fucking stupid. Like I know if I was to take that job, they won't put my case through. I'm not I don't want that fucking job. I want my case to go through. I want someone to acknowledge the case. The case is bigger. I'm addressing all these issues. So I'm going to go back into the place and nobody has done anything. You haven't solved anything. You haven't resolved any issues. It's the same shit. So I'm going to go back into the same shit. I'm talking about it, and I'm going to have all these people that don't fucking like me. I don't fuck with nobody. You don't like me. So then I'm going to go back into it, and then I don't have to deal with all these people, and you're not going to put none of these people in their place. You're not going to say nothing. You're not going to say nothing. But then I have to sit there and be an asshole. I will be an asshole. I was like, I'm not going to go back to a place where I hated this fucking job. Fucking hated this job. And I'm like, why would I go back to this fucking place? Why? And then I'm like, the money will make you come back, right? Over $100,000, over 100,000 a year. Would you take it? But then you have to go and deal with all the bullshit, and then the fucking lawsuit, they're gonna throw it out because you were a court employee now. Don't fucking play with me. It's like I just want justice for all of the injustices. All these people, I want them terminated. I want them out of here. Nobody fucking help me. Nobody with the Office of Court Administration. Nobody in OCA. Nobody in the Inspector General. Nobody fucking help me. Human Resources, Management. Nobody did anything. So I'm suing you. I don't want that job. I don't want that job. I want my lawsuit. That's what I want. I want the lawsuit to go to who it's supposed to go to. I want people to read it. I want this to go public. I want everybody to know what the fuck is going on in the Bronx Supreme Courthouse. Oh, it's filed in federal court too, because it's a system. The unified court system is a system for the entire state of New York. It's criminal court, family court, housing court, surrogates court, is civil court, is all the courts. All the courts is in the unified court system. I could get in any court with the ID. I turned in my ID. I don't want this shit. Take this shit. I don't want nothing affiliated with the fucking courthouse. I don't tell nobody I worked in the courthouse. It's like I don't want nothing to do with the courthouse. It's like, oh my God, but I'm suing you, and you're gonna, something has got to give. And I'm just thinking about it. I'm thinking about it because I'm like, oh, I'm talking about the courthouse and then this job. So they're probably thinking, oh, let me give her this job so she can shut the fuck up. And then they're gonna try to have me sign some papers. I know what those papers mean. That's a contract. You want me to sign a contract with the courthouse and sign an NDA so I can stop talking. Nah, I'm not. I don't want it. I don't want it. I remember, and I don't want it. It's not worth it. My freedom is not worth being tied to a contract that's gonna force me to do things that I don't want to do, force me to tolerate the bullshit, force me to shut the fuck up. And I see all this shit going on, and then nobody does anything to fix it. I don't want to work there. I don't want to work there. New York City. I'm so sorry. New York City. Live alive, stay positive, vibe high. I'll talk to you later.